Welcome to Inside Sigma Tech. My name is Joseph Fernahu.
I'm DG.
And I am Easton Petrie.
Okay, so let's start out with the main thing, the college football playoff picture. What are your all opinions on the Notre Dame situation? Should they have been in?
I think the committee actually did a great job.
I agree. Notre Dame should have beat Miami.
If you want to be in the playoffs, you should join a conference.
I mean, I agree. Also, people are talking about Alabama should not have been in because of the bad loss to Georgia. I'm not saying I agree with that because, I mean, they made the SEC championship.
I'm
So,
not a big
they deserve
fan.
to get in.
I'm not a big fan of taking teams out of the playoff based on their conference championship appearance. Because think about it, Alabama doesn't make their conference championship. They go 10-2. They're in the playoff no matter what. But why would you penalize a team for making their conference championship?
I agree.
No, I agree. But, okay, so what? BYU got moved down.
Oh, yeah.
Is that an issue? Because that's the reason that it came down to Notre Dame and Miami was because BYU was 11, and then like Notre Dame was 10, BYU 11, Miami 12.
Yeah.
And then since BYU lost, they got moved down a spot.
Yes.
Yes.
So I feel like that's a little strange that
Yes.
So I
no one
think
else got punished except
what-
BYU.
what I think is Texas Tech has been ranked so high all season because the committee knew that Tech's only loss came to Arizona State on the road with their backup quarterback. And I think the committee took that into a lot of consideration because Tech didn't have Baron Morton against Arizona State on the road in Tempe, a hard place to play. And it's not like Arizona State is a bad team.
But why did BYU get moved down then?
Because I think what the committee said, or what they were thinking, is that BYU had Bear Bachmeier in both games they played against Texas Tech, and they only scored 14 points combined. And Texas Tech defense is obviously really good. But I think what the committee took into consideration is that Texas Tech didn't have their starting quarterback in the game they lost, but the two games BYU played against good opponents, they only scored 14 points.
Okay.
I agree.
So we're all in agreement that Notre Dame should have been out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I think the big difference between Alabama and BYU there is Alabama was already in.
Alabama
BYU was on the outside looking in. You
Okay,
can't
yeah.
afford to have that.
BYU
Yeah,
has been
sure.
on the bubble since the playoffs.
Bama was what?
Since the
six?
first one.
Bama was so the week of the conference championships, they moved up to 9. Before that, they were 10.
Yes.
I mean, I get why the committee moved them up to 9. It was because of like, you're not gonna drop them since they lost their conference
Yes.
championship. It was just a little odd that they moved Bama over Notre Dame when like nothing happened.
Yeah, that I also agree with that. But even though I do agree that Notre Dame should not have been in the playoffs, the one thing I will say that Notre Dame, I understand why they were upset is because they had the understanding that they were going to be in the playoff.
Yeah,
Because they were the 8th seed, or
Mm-hmm.
they were the 9th seed, and Miami was out looking in.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, before the conference championships, Miami was in
Yeah.
and Notre Dame was out looking in. So that was kind of a false, whatever you want to call it. Like Notre Dame thought they were going to be in the playoff, and then all of a sudden they just switched.
For
Which
sure.
I could see being upset about.
All right. So a lot of people have been complaining about James Madison and Tulane being in the playoffs. People aren't liking the G5 teams. What are we thinking on that?
I think there should be one,
I
obviously,
agree.
so that all the other games in the NCAA matter.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, who cares? None of them are making it.
Yeah, especially since there's no G5 playoff or
And
anything.
the only reason there's 2 is because this year the ACC sucks.
I
It's
see.
horrible. This is an odd case scenario. It's
Yeah,
not
and
a
it's
normal
so
thing.
crazy that there is kind of crazy to me that there is an ACC team in the playoff that's been in the
Yeah,
playoff.
but was not the championship.
But the 2 that were in the championship, like, oh no, they.
Well, I just didn't
They were
understand.
horrible.
I didn't understand like the tiebreaker for ACC. Like, how did
No, I
Virginia
have
and
no
Duke
idea.
get in?
How did Duke at 7-5?
Yeah, like, I just didn't really understand. I mean, there's probably the way the numbers worked. There's probably like a reason for it. I just don't think if you're the ACC, you should let that happen.
But
It should have been probably like it should have been Virginia and Miami, and then Miami beats
Yes.
them by 30, and
Yes.
they're in, and there's no problem. Then you don't have to add
And
two
then Notre
G5
Dame
teams.
gets in instead of
Yeah.
James
James
Madison.
Madison.
Yeah.
And I agree with what DG is saying. I think there should be one group of 5 team because it's all fine. It's like, oh cool, one group of 5 team is in. They're gonna lose to the 5 seed by 25 points. But it's always fun to have one. But I think having 2 is kind of unnecessary. I mean, you could put BYU and Notre Dame up against Ole Miss, and
it's gonna
it would be a
much
2.5
better
point
game.
spread
For
instead
sure.
of
It'd be
a
much better.
18.5 point spread.
For sure. Do we think they're going to expand the playoff because of that, or is it just going to stay the same? And this was just kind of like an outlier year.
You're just
that
going to
they
run into
had?
the same issue. No matter
Yeah,
what
I mean,
number
no
it
matter.
is.
I agree.
Yeah.
You'll have the 16
But
and
I think-
17, and some teams should be in.
I think the help of the 16 team playoff would be for this situation right here. That
This is
even
true.
if you had those 2 teams in, it's so far in the back that you still get Vanderbilt, you get Texas, you get BYU, you get Notre Dame, you get all those teams in still that actually have a chance to win a championship. Anyone past that, I mean, like originally when we had the 14 playoff, before NIL, you usually didn't have 4 teams that could win a
Yes.
national championship. You had like Bama, Georgia, and like
Clemson.
Ohio State,
Yep.
even
Clemson.
Clemson maybe.
Those
But-
are the 4 teams.
Yeah, those were the 4 teams that had a chance to win it, and some they wouldn't necessarily always make the playoffs. So, but yeah, okay. Moving on to the first round games. We're gonna start with A&M and Miami. It's going to be in College Station at 12 p.m. Eastern. How are we feeling about that game?
I think A&M's going to win by probably 2 scores, if not more. I think Miami is
Interesting.
good, but I think
I-
A&M is much better.
I made a bracket on what's it called, the ESPN app. I made a bracket. I chose Miami over A&M. I think A&M is fraudulent. They played
Really?
they played the bottom of the SEC. The only good team they played was Texas, right? And they lost
Did lose.
pretty badly. Not badly, but I feel like they got handled.
But how good is Miami? They lost to, what was it, Georgia? It was
Yeah, but
Florida.
I
Yeah,
think-
they lost to Florida.
I think they have more talent on their roster than A&M does. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. I think both defenses are really good. I don't think both offenses are that good. I think Marcel Reed will shoot themselves in the foot. To be honest, I don't think he's that good. He's hurt them the past what? Did they play a game in between South Carolina and Texas, or were those back to back? I'll look it up.
I'm not sure.
But I'll wrap it back to that. One of y'all can go.
Alright, I'll go. So, honestly, I really don't like either of these 2 teams. I think it's a good match. I think it'll be a good game. Solely based off the fact that I don't think either of these 2 teams are as good as what the experts are saying they are. I think Marcel Reed will struggle. I think Carson Beck has a hard time playing in Kyle Field. And I think solely based off the fact that it is in College Station, I think A&M will win, even though I hate to say that. But I think the winner of A&M Miami loses in the second round.
Yeah, I think
Pretty-
Ohio State will handle both of them.
Yes.
I think whoever wins that game will have a wake up call against Ohio State. And I don't know if Miami or if A&M is going to win, but I think solely based off the fact that it is at Kyle Field and there will be 108,000 fans in attendance, even though I don't necessarily like A&M, I think they will beat Miami because it is in College Station, but they will lose by 17 to Ohio State.
Okay, so A&M played South Carolina, then they played Samford in between that game.
Oh, that doesn't count.
So, I mean, yeah, they pretty much played them back to back. I'm giving Miami the nod just because it's at 11 a.m.
So.
At the time of kickoff. I think that gives Miami. If it was the night game, I would probably lean towards A&M no matter what. But I think Miami has a chance to take it. I don't believe in A&M personally. They could prove me wrong and they could go out there and beat Miami by 14. I won't be really surprised unless I would be surprised if Miami goes and just destroys them.
Yes.
I would be
Yes.
surprised.
Any
at that.
other outcome, I won't be too shocked by. To be fair,
I see what you're saying at the time, but I think you're playing away.
I mean, it's gonna be a
at
crazy.
home.
It's gonna be a crazy game. I think that helps Miami that it's not at night though.
It does. But I think that's such an advantage.
Yeah.
But you still
A&M.
got to think about it. I mean, there's going to be at least 20,000 students staying an extra week just to attend the home playoff game.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
That like A&M's first ever home playoff.
It's gonna
game.
be sold out.
It's gonna be.
crazy.
It's already sold out. It's gonna be
Oh yeah.
crazy atmosphere. Like, I mean, 40,000 students probably competed in a raffle
Yeah,
to
I
get
bet
tickets.
it's gonna be
They're all
crazy.
gonna camp out. I mean, it's gonna be
an electric
crazy.
stadium,
And
no matter
Miami
what.
is going to have to play.
They're gonna have to play us 7 points better to win the game. I think with the home
I
advantage.
agree. Okay, Oklahoma, Alabama. It is the Friday night game, so it is going to be in Norman at 8 p.m. I believe, maybe 7 p.m.
I think it's probably
local
7.
time.
Probably 7.
7 local
7
time?
Central. So, the crazy thing about this game is that Alabama is favored to win.
I
Yep.
think they should be.
Alabama's
You
favored to
think
win.
they should be.
I think they should be.
And it's a night game
We've talked about this.
in Norman. And Alabama went to Bryant-Denny Stadium this year, and they beat Alabama. And it is hard to beat a team 2 times in one season, which is why I understand DG's pick of Alabama. But a night game in Norman, in a playoff atmosphere, versus Alabama, who has the history, but they don't have Nick Saban.
Yep.
They don't have the man who led them to all the national championships. And OU has beat Alabama the past 2 seasons, past 2 games. OU has beat Alabama, 1 in Norman, 1 in Tuscaloosa. It's a night game in Norman on a Friday night with a bunch of college kids. It's all set up for OU to win.
All right. I agree. I think for different reasons, though. I think Oklahoma's defense is just they're one of the best, if not the best, in the country. I think Alabama's starting to struggle. I think they have a bunch of injuries going over the season. If you would have played this game like Game 7 in the season, I would have taken Alabama the whole time. But I think they're limping towards the end. They played a tough midsection of the season and they did very well. But I think towards the end of this season, I mean they lost Oklahoma by 2. They barely beat LSU. It was a pretty low scoring game. Barely took care of Auburn and then just got destroyed by Georgia. And I think Georgia is by far the best SEC team.
Yes.
I agree.
I think honestly, winner of this game will get bounced next round. But I'm giving Oklahoma just the edge of the defense, and I think Alabama is just kind of limping. And especially since they had to play that game last week, they just have not had time to rest to gain those people back. I bet they might have a couple people back, but they're not going to be fully healthy. I mean, those 2 weeks just aren't enough time to fully get healthy. And I think Bama has had a bunch of time. Oklahoma, has had a bunch of time to rest, and they've known who they're playing for a while now. And I think it's going to be I think they're gonna win it.
I do think Oklahoma does have a big advantage by not having to play last week.
For sure.
So you have the rest, you have the preparation time. They do have an advantage. I think Alabama's going to want it more. I think
don't know.
after last week, you just got embarrassed.
See, but that's why I'm like, I think they're dead.
No.
You're looking at it like
I'll agree with that. I think they're either going to die.
Or they're gonna win by
coming
40.
with fighting. Yeah, I agree.
I
just
think
like that.
I
take.
think
We'll see.
the outcome
I like
of
that
this
take.
game will be Oklahoma barely winning by 3, or Alabama just comes
Yes.
out and wins 42-10.
If Alabama wins, I think it's going to be.
I think
Alabama's going to win a
I
close
agree.
game.
I agree
Okay.
with that.
I think if the score's in the 20s, Oklahoma wins. If the
Yes.
score's in like the 30s and 40s,
Oh,
Alabama wins.
Alabama, yeah.
Yes, I agree.
But I don't know. John Mateer, he said, is he healthy?
John Mateer
Has
has
he
had
been-
a broken hand.
He's been doing his thumb stretches, man. He's back. He's back. He's going. All right. Okay. Tulane, Ole Miss. I think the game's at 3:30. 2:30.
3:30.
3:30 sound. Yeah, that sounds right.
I think it's 2:30.
I think Ole Miss wins by 30.
I think so.
I mean, they played earlier in the year.
I think
Ole Miss won by 30.
Ole Miss
Ole
won
Miss won
42-10.
45 to 10.
I watched
45 to 10.
the Tulane North Texas championship game. I honestly think North Texas would win that game
Yes.
9 out of 10 times. They played terrible, and some calls didn't go their way,
And
I still wasn't.
Close game.
and it was still somewhat a close
At
game.
North Texas.
I still
Tulane.
wasn't impressed with either of the teams.
No.
No, I mean, like, I would not bet my money for any of them to win the game,
No,
but
absolutely.
I think North Texas is better than Tulane. It was just a bad day in the rain for them, and I don't think Tulane's that good.
I don't think Tulane's.
I don't think Tulane's that good, but they're not going to win.
No.
No,
But I think it will be better than last time.
I think.
I don't think it's 10 to 42. I think it's 42 to 21.
So,
something like that.
what
That's fair.
They
what
still
I-
lose, but it's not embarrassing, horrible 30-point loss.
Yes, what I predict for this game is I think Ole Miss will come out in the first half and be up 24-10, 14-point game, going into halftime. Tulane will get the ball to start the second half. They might score a touchdown, make it a one-touchdown game. But then I think Ole Miss will pull away toward the end. But like one of those games where it's like it was 24-17, but it finished out being 45 to 21 or 45 to 24.
I think Tulane does have a better. I could see it being closer this time, just
Yes.
because Ole Miss does not have Lane Kiffin.
Yes.
There will
Oh,
be
100%.
there will be an adjustment there, just from like a coaching standpoint and just play calling wise. I think it'll be a little different. So I could see, I think it could be a close game the first half, but I just think the depth and talent that Ole Miss is going to have will just overwhelm them, and it'll be somewhat crazy. I think Ole Miss's D-line, they're not as dominant as they were last year,
No.
but I still think they're going to just run and sack Retzlaff 15 times, and it's just not going to be a fun day for him.
I'm excited to see what Lane Kiffin leaving does to Ole Miss.
Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
I think
as
they'll
well.
I think they're
either
gonna be
crumble
interesting.
or they will be.
They will be out to
win
win the-
games because they
Yeah,
just,
they're
want to.
I think it's going to be fun to see what
Yes.
they do.
I agree.
Yes.
I think they'll be fine in the second half. I want to see the first half. What do
Yes.
they do?
Well, how do they come out?
play?
What's the first drive look like?
I mean, I think they're going to come out fired.
I would.
From what I saw, social media wise, I think they're pretty
My coach
upset.
leaves.
Gee, your coach just left in the middle of this is the first time they've made the playoffs
And
ever.
your coach-
This is the
And
best
your
season
coach
they've ever had, and their
leaves.
coach just dipped.
Yeah, best season they've ever had,
Oh,
and their coach just
insane.
goes, "Oh, better job."
Yeah, for real. Okay. So now, final game, Oregon, James Madison. I don't even know what to say about this game. I think Oregon will win by a lot. James Madison's defense is actually pretty decent. They just haven't played anyone of Oregon's caliber, so I think in the first quarter and a half, Jamie will probably slow him down a little bit. But then after that, I think they'll wear him down a little bit, and it'll be 56-10.
I think this will be a better game than most people think, but I
Okay.
do not think it will be a good game.
That's fair.
If it's low scoring, I could see JMU finding a way to maybe win the game. But that's
I mean,
that's
Are they-
13-7 low
yeah, they're
scoring.
gonna have
Yeah,
to.
that's
If
I
it's
would
in the
say-
20s or above,
I
think
would
it
say
will.
they're not holding them to 13. I would say for them to win the
Yes.
game, it would need to be 24-21.
Yes.
Or something like that.
You
Okay,
you cannot get high on the score. The Oregon will destroy you offensively.
yeah, for sure.
If you let them score a lot, you cannot keep up with them. You
Yeah.
just can't.
I think this could this could happen. JMU could come out of the game, score a touchdown, go up 7-0, force a stop, force an Oregon punt, and then go 3 and out, and then Oregon goes on to win
Takes over the game.
49-7. I think that could happen. I think this game could be close the first half. I think JMU could keep it within a touchdown in the first half. I really do think that. But then I think Oregon, out of halftime, will come out and dominate.
I think it'll be a blowout.
You
Straight
think,
up.
straight off the bat?
I think maybe first quarter it'll be close. After that, I think it's all.
I think Oregon's good, but I don't think What are they, 5? I don't think they're 5.
I mean, who would you put on 5 instead of them?
I don't know, but who has Oregon played?
They lost
They
to
lost to
Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah.
They beat USC.
That's probably their best win.
That's their best
That's their best win.
They didn't play
But they're
last
good.
week.
Don't get me wrong. But I don't think they're like phenomenal.
I feel like there's probably 4 teams that I'm just like, well, I'm ready to see what they're
Yes.
going to do in this.
I think they're good, but I think also them not playing last week might favor JMU a little bit. Because they're waiting. They don't, and they're not like Ole Miss or something to fight for. Or
Yeah.
Alabama who wants it.
I think they're going to fight because last year what happened when Ohio State just went
That's
in
true.
and
Just went in
dog
and
destroyed
walked them.
Killed them.
You're right.
Oregon.
So I think they'll have
But
that.
I think it'll be a closer game than people think, but I do think
It'll be a blowout.
I think Oregon pulls it out.
All right.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I don't even want to talk about this one.
What are our thoughts on the Heisman?
He should have been in.
finalists?
It should have been Jacob Rodriguez.
I don't know if he wins, but he should have been invited.
He should have been invited.
I don't think you can argue that.
You can't argue that.
Okay, we have San, Mendoza, Pavia, and Love.
Pavia
Diego
should have
Pavia.
never been in the Heisman Watch.
I think he's a better.
He's good.
He's better than San. I think he's better
Okay,
than
okay.
San. I
Okay.
think he's better than Jeremiah Love. I don't
You
think
he's better than Jeremiah
their
Love?
stats are not that crazy.
I agree.
Like,
This
I
is
mean,
horrible.
and even Mendoza's stats aren't good. I just think from what he's done to lead his team,
and that's
I like that more than what everyone else.
that's
is.
what they're going on.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
But if only there was a player in the NCAA who was head and shoulders better than everyone else at his position,
What?
and his name is Jake Rodriguez.
I agree. I think he should be there. Especially
100%.
like I would get it if you had like a Johnny Manziel type, like there was
Yes.
a Johnny Manziel type of season out there.
There's
That was
clearly
just
someone
like
who
that
dominated.
that quarterback or that offensive player was just dominating.
Yes.
But there's no one that's even above what 3,000 passing yards.
No.
Why is the linebacker that has more forced turnovers than entire teams
Yes.
not in there?
It's number one.
61 solo tackles, by the way.
Number one in the country in forced fumbles. Number one in total takeaways for one person.
He has 11 takeaways.
That's insane.
He has more interceptions than a lot of DBs.
He has
He's
11.
a linebacker.
And you have to think about it too. Last year we knew by week 5 or 6 that the Heisman was either going to go to Travis Hunter or Ashton
Jinty,
Jinty.
yeah.
Because
And-
they were outstanding.
Yeah, but it wasn't like that this year. Like, we don't even know who's going to win it, even with the
No.
full announced.
No clue.
But like last year, we knew who it was going to be from the start of the season.
yes.
It was like Jinty or Hunter. But this year it wasn't like that because
We
the
need to
competition's been
compare-
so good.
Okay, how many in total tackles did Jacob Rodriguez have this year?
Total, I don't know. I think it's 111, something like that.
111.
Let me look.
Look up for sure. Monte Teo had 111
100
tackles total.
117.
55 solo in the entire season.
He had 60
Yeah,
still.
Rodriguez has more.
Rodriguez had 61 solo
Uh-huh.
tackles, 117 total tackles.
This Monte Teo had 7 interceptions. How many does Jacob Rodriguez have? 4?
He has 4.
But he has 7 forced fumbles too.
Yes,
forced
7 forced
fumbles.
fumbles. And he has 2 rushing touchdowns.
Two. I don't count the touchdowns that much, but he does have
the
he does have a
interception. He can't bring
touchdown.
up the offensive stats.
That's just.
I hate it, but
But-
he does have one defensive touchdown.
And
Yes,
guess
yes,
He
yes.
does have one.
guess who Monte Teo lost to? Johnny Manziel.
One of the best college football
Jacob
players of all
Rod-
time.
and
The
all the
greatest-
quarterbacks that are playing right now have not great stats.
No, they don't.
They've led their team to a successful season. I'll give them
Yes.
that. But that's not necessarily what this is all about. It is about the stats. It is about the specific player. It's about the best player in the country. And the best player in the country is Jacob Rodriguez from Texas Tech.
Yes.
I just don't.
Stat-wise, I think...
Stat wise, yes. I mean, I just don't
He is
get
the best
why he's
player.
not there. Like, why will he not be in
He's winning
He's top 4.
he's winning every single defensive award you can win.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just don't get
But
it.
when it comes to Heisman, the best player in college
Because
football,
it's an offensive
and he
award.
doesn't win it, that they need to change the Heisman to best quarterback or best offensive
I mean,
player.
Yeah,
I
I just
think
don't get it.
If any of these 3 quarterbacks win, no one will care. Because they're all the
I
same.
mean, yeah, I
There's
don't.
not one that's
I don't
like, oh my
think-
gosh, he's so much better.
No,
If
there's really not.
any 3 of them can win, and everyone's like, oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
He also has way more tackles for Jacob. I just don't get it.
It's ridiculous.
I just.
He's
don't
put on an
get it.
absolutely ridiculous season.
And he doesn't get the Heisman.
Monte
And he
Teo has
doesn't even
2
get the-
tackles
He
for
doesn't get
losses.
an invite.
Monte Taylor had 2 tackle for losses. Jacob Rodriguez has 10.5 and 5 sacks. Like, I don't get it. We're probably a little biased.
Of
but
course
just
we
like,
are.
We are.
Like, we're biased,
Just
but like,
look at the numbers, though.
still look at the numbers. I don't get it. It makes me mad.
Of course we're biased, but
We're
come on.
we're gonna be biased, but like, I don't think he should like win it 100%. But why is he not
He should
there?
be top 4.
Why
he
is
should,
he
he
not
should
there?
be there. He should get an invite.
He should be over Julian Sane. He should be
Yes.
over Jeremiah Love, honestly.
Yes.
He should be over Diego Pavia. Like,
I think he should for sure be over Sayan and Pavia.
I think,
Yes.
yeah.
I think for sure
Yes.
those two. He should be over.
I just think he's.
That's ridiculous.
I don't get
I
it.
think the committee did a great job, but the Heisman committee did a horrible
Did a
job.
horrible job.
And I mean,
Well, Jacob Rodriguez won the fan vote by like 20%.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And he finished 5th in the final Heisman polls, but for the fan vote, he won it by a mile.
Yeah. Well, I mean, fan vote, like, whatever. Is this the weakest Heisman class ever?
If
Ever?
you compare it to the past couple,
I mean,
it's,
like, yeah, Hunter
it's
and
bad.
Genty. I think Genty should have won by.
Oh, I agree.
I agree with that.
I agree. That's a different issue.
Don't
That's
get me
a
started on
different
that.
topic.
Don't get me started on that. Who's before that?
You shouldn't get awarded for being mediocre.
It was
at both sides of the
Caleb
ball.
Williams.
But
Right? Or was it not?
I'll look.
Look up all time.
I don't know, but I know his stats are a lot better. I saw a
Yeah.
graphic the other day, and it's ridiculous the difference.
I mean, we had Genty last year. I mean, this goes all the way back to 1935. Travis Hunter,
I
Jaden
remember the
Daniels,
1935
Jalen
ones.
Daniels, Caleb Williams, Bryce Young,
And they
Devontae
all-
Smith, Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson. Like, all
All
those
of those
names
quarterbacks. Yeah.
are insane.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I agree.
Like, they had the like one of the greatest
And
seasons ever. And
Most
I would
of
argue.
them are head and shoulders
Yeah.
better than everyone else they compete against.
But you have to think about it. The 2020, whatever, 2026 Heisman, 2025 Heisman, will not be remembered like those past Heismans. You
Yeah,
just
for
said.
sure. I think
That's fair, but I would
I
have said
think
the
it's-
same thing then.
if
Yeah.
Mendoza goes on and like is very successful in the playoffs, he will be remembered. I think
I
that
agree.
Indiana team is very impressive, to be honest.
That
I
is
agree.
true. You're
Everyone else though in that, like I
I think Mendoza is the one guy in that group.
that like I actually am like,
He
I
should
can-
be there
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
over Jacob. Like,
All right.
If he beat Jacob Rodriguez, I'd be like, okay.
okay,
fair
no,
enough.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Coaching changes. So there's some drama in Michigan.
Yes, I
We
saw
won't
that.
go into on the legal side of that. There's just some drama in Michigan. I don't know who they're gonna hire. Honestly, there's been so many coaching changes this year that like I have no clue. I
It's
guess
got to be Matt Wells.
and that's how you ruin a program.
Okay.
Don't get me started on the
Okay.
Matt Wells slander. Anyways, yeah, I don't know who. I've heard DeBoer. They're trying to get
I've
him to go
heard
from
from
Alabama,
that.
but like, I just don't know
I
why
don't
he
think
would
you're
leave.
leaving. Yeah.
Like,
Why
I
would
just,
you leave
Unless you're Lane
Alabama?
Kiffin, I don't think you're leaving
yeah,
a playoff
like
team.
half the people that like they're talking, I'm like, I just don't see them
Yes.
leaving.
I don't see them.
No. And I've also heard that they might just hire like an interim head coach for this season, and
For the
then just
rest of
really
the
go,
season,
and then
yeah.
really go for it after the season.
That's probably good.
But
Well, and they're not in the playoffs, so
No.
it's like you play your bowl game against
yeah,
whoever they're playing.
yeah.
Kennesaw State, whatever.
I
Kennesaw
think I think Penn State's hire was pretty good. Matt Campbell.
Yes.
Matt Campbell, that's a
I
great
think
hire.
they almost sold it because they. I mean, how many? It took them 2 months to find a
Yes.
coach.
That's
Like,
that's
I thought
a
they
great
almost.
hire.
I thought they almost sold it. I think it's a great hire. I don't think they'll be necessarily be successful this upcoming year.
No.
But I
agree.
think in like 2 to 3 years they'll be back to where they are.
And
I don't know if-
he did a great job.
at Ohio,
Yeah, at Iowa State.
Yeah,
And
agree.
Ohio State.
Yeah.
Iowa State cannot be upset with his
No,
decision.
I don't think so.
Like I mean,
I
think about it, he's gonna go from coaching in front of 55,000 people to 110,000
Michigan.
people.
I mean, I think it was. I think he maxed out Iowa State's potential.
He did. I think he
And
did.
I just don't know if you're getting necessarily much better unless you just have like kind of a magical season, but that's only gonna happen every once in a while.
But
I
he-
think you'll
he
be able
is-
to do that more at Penn State.
But you have to think about it. Before he went to Iowa State
yeah, they were.
was like 4-8 every
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, no, they're
And then he turned them around to being a ranked
Yes.
program every year. Didn't make the playoff, but he would always finish like 18th in the nation. He'd always finish like top 25. He'd always get them to a bowl game.
better than he should have.
Better than what they expected.
Yes.
And him leaving for a better job it just happens.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know who Iowa State's gonna hire, but they're gonna have a hard time finding someone better
Yeah.
than that
I
guy.
agree.
Guys, we have to try to get a ticket to the LSU Ole Miss game.
Oh, we do. Hey, that's my
What is it?
birthday.
It's like
No
September 19th.
It's September
or
19th.
something.
There's no way
It's-
we're getting it.
It's my birthday.
Hey,
We gotta get
we're
it.
gonna get
it's
in.
already sold out.
No, it's
We're-
not. They
Hey,
haven't gone on
we're
sale
gonna-
yet.
I think we need to do it in the dead of winter and try to find a ticket, buy it, and then we just gotta get a plane quick. And
They
then,
definitely
Yeah,
have
Oh,
it.
let's just get a plane.
Yeah.
Just
Wait.
get a plane, bro.
We can
Let's
ask
get a
the-
plane
we
ticket.
can
I
ask
feel like
the-
not.
Okay.
So now we're going to the games this weekend. We will be choosing.
I know, but it's next weekend. It's definitely next weekend.
Well, by the time this comes out, it'll be
Okay,
this
okay,
upcoming
okay,
weekend.
Okay.
So first game, December 19th, Alabama versus Oklahoma. Alabama is favored by 1.5.
All right, we're going spread, by the way, Deej.
Yeah, we're going
Yeah,
spread.
yeah.
We're gonna start keeping track of our record.
Mhm.
I'll let you go first.
I like Alabama.
You-
I think they'll win by like 3,
Well, yeah.
but that covers the spread, and I like Alabama.
Like I said earlier, give me Oklahoma by 10. Like
By
10?
I think
No.
they will. I think they'll dominate Alabama. I think Alabama is dead.
No,
I think they're just. They've not been impressive. I think they look injured.
they will lose by 30 or they will win by 30.
They are.
I think so.
Yeah.
They're-
Okay. All
I
right.
don't know.
Like I said earlier,
Also, the over under is 40.5.
are we picking that?
Look, do we want to include that, or are we just gonna?
We can.
Actually, I might change my prediction. I'm just gonna go with the over 40.5. I think there will be more points scored than 40.
You're gonna pick a team?
Nope.
You're just
Actually-
You gotta pick a
no,
team.
do both.
Okay, I'll do both. I'll do both to make it easier. I think Oklahoma will win, and there will be more than
Than
40
40 points.
points scored.
What about you, Deej?
Because I think Alabama's going to win, I think it'll be over. Because for them to
Yeah,
win,
that's
they're
true.
going to have to score a lot.
That's true.
So, like I said earlier, Friday night in Norman, 7 p.m. kick. OU's beat Alabama the past 2 times. It'll be a crazy atmosphere. It's all set up for OU to win. That's why I'm going to pick Alabama. Because Alabama, when they're coming
How
off.
are you gonna give so many reasons for Oklahoma to win, and then go, I'm going to Alabama?
Because you have to think about it. Alabama, they just got a wake up call against Georgia. They played the best team in the SEC. I think Georgia is by far the best team in the SEC this year.
Yeah.
And they just had -3 rushing yards. So in practice the next 2 weeks, they're gonna be ready. They'll practice the next 2 weeks. They're not going to lose to OU for the 3rd time in a row. They're gonna make sure that doesn't happen, and there will be more than 40 points
I
scored.
think I agree with that.
Okay, so we're all going with the over,
But you think
and
OU's
I think
going to win.
Oklahoma's gonna win. Y'all think Alabama. All right. Next game, 11 a.m. Miami going to Texas A&M. What's the prediction?
What's the spread?
Spread is
8 and 3.5.
A&M favored by 3.5.
Yeah. I think they're winning by a score or 2 scores. I don't think they'll have any trouble with that one at all.
Okay.
Do you want to do the over under 51.5?
51.
51 and a half.
But I think it's kind of fair. Like,
I mean, it's pretty fair. Like 30-20
Not-
is like pretty much in that area. So.
yeah. I'll go with the over.
All right.
Because I'll go with the over. I think it'll be a high score game. It'll be like 21-35, something like that.
All right. I'm either gonna dig myself a hole in the rankings right now. Miami's gonna win the football game. I'm going under. I think there will be less than 51.5 points scored. I think Miami will win the game. Carson Beck will lead them to win that game. They're gonna lose to Georgia, or who are they playing?
Yeah.
Ohio State. They're gonna lose to Ohio State.
Both teams will lose to Ohio State, whichever one wins.
Yeah, but Miami's gonna win the football game.
I think, like I said earlier, I think both offenses struggled to move the ball in the first half. I think first half, it'll be like a 7-7 game. Like one team scores early in the first quarter, and then one team drives late in the second quarter and scores a touchdown. But I think ultimately, A&M will pull it out because it's in Kyle Field. If it was in Miami, I would pick Miami. I think this home field advantage really matters, especially when there's 105,000 people there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that gives A&M the motivation. And I think A&M wins 24-22 or 24-21. So I think it'll be less than 51.5.
So, but according to the spread, you're taking Miami. If it's a 3-point game, Miami will win the bet.
Okay, I'll say
It was 3.5.
I'll say 28-21.
Okay, so you're
I'll
going
go,
with A&M.
I'll go
A&M
A&M
covers.
by
A&M's
7.
gonna cover.
A&M by 7.
A&M covered. I'm going with Miami.
So after this, you're either going to be
Well,
You're gonna be up 2-0. You're
it's
gonna be up 2-0.
I think it'll more end up being like one of us will win
Yeah,
one,
that's
one of us
probably
will
true.
lose one.
That's probably
But it could be like y'all are at
It could
2
be
or I'm at
0-2,
2, and it's
2-0.
it could be interesting.
Could be.
We'll see.
That was my
Okay.
luck.
We agreed on the overs and unders though.
Yeah, for sure. Dude. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah,
Did you go over on that?
I went under on.
I went
No,
under.
I'm the only
You
one.
went under.
I
Yeah, you went over.
went
I went-
over.
Okay.
And then the first one we were all over.
Okay. Next game, 2:30 p.m. Tulane, Ole Miss. Ole Miss is favored by 17.5, and then the over/under is 56.5 points.
That's a hard line.
That is a hard line.
Ole Miss is going to win,
Okay, but
but
do they
by
cover?
less than 17. I think Tulane loses by like 21 or like 17 in that area. I think it's
Yeah,
really
that's a good
I
line.
mean, it's a good line.
But I'm gonna take Tulane. They're gonna lose by like 14.
Tulane.
Okay.
All right.
All right, I'm going opposite of DG again. Ole Miss is going to go out there and just smoke them. They are angry, they're mad, and they're gonna just go destroy them. I'm taking the over also. I think Ole Miss themselves will probably score 56 points. So
That's crazy.
all I need,
They're not.
all I need is JMU to get a field goal.
I didn't say, but I think I'm going to take the under on the points.
I think for
50
your thing to be
is-
right, you want
Yes,
the
it
under.
needs to be.
I think Ole Miss will blow the doors off of them. They're fired up. They're going to win this game, and by more than 17.5.
I think Ole Miss. I think Tulane keeps it close in the first half. I think it'll be like 21-10 or like 17-10 after the at halftime, and then I think Ole Miss comes out and wins 42-17.
So let's do
So,
the math.
You have Ole Miss. You have Ole Miss.
So I have Ole Miss winning by
By
over
mine.
17, and I have the over 50. What was it?
Over 56.5.
Yeah, you have the
That would be over.
We're all kind of going different ways.
Yes.
Like we're all a
And
little.
I promise I'm not just doing it to be opposite.
Yeah, like I'm going opposite of you
What
every
was
time.
Joe gonna say? Okay, I'm gonna do the opposite.
You're definitely
All right.
wrong.
Final game of the weekend. James Madison, Oregon. Oregon's favored by 21.5.
No.
You think James Madison's gonna get
I think they're
close?
getting within 24.
Well,
I don't know,
they
but
can get within 24, but they gotta be.
I think it's going to be like 24 or 21, but I don't think you're beating them by 25 points.
Should I just go
With the over under.
over under is 50 points or 50.5?
No, under.
You going under?
They think Oregon's gonna win by 25, and then also, so that would be like a.
I mean, they have to go over.
That'd be like a 20. That'd be what?
I
Yeah,
mean,
no, there's no way. There's just no way.
If I think if
It can't be over and Oregon, or it can't be
No.
over. It's under.
okay.
It's under because I think James Madison will keep it within 24.
I think. Oh, should I do it again?
So we're just going.
I'm gonna keep the streak. I'm going opposite. Oregon will win by more than 21.5. I think it'll be like 25 points. I think it'll be in like the 20 to 30 range. I'm taking Oregon like 49-17. That adds up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Math is hard sometimes. And then that would be over. So, taking the over, taking the Oregon by more than 21 and a half.
No.
I'm opposite of every single thing DG said.
Yeah.
We're good. I feel like honestly we'll end up
We'll probably end up like 2 and 3, 3 and 2.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna end up like 0 and 4.
Starting up the
Yeah.
the offer, that would not be
All right.
good.
I think Oregon wins it 42-14.
So you're with me.
So I'm with Oregon and I'm with over.
Yeah.
You got to think about DG. 21 and a half points might look like a lot on paper.
24 and
It's
it's a lot.
It's 21 and a half, right?
21 and a half.
21.
21 and a half. But it's only 3 touchdowns.
It's,
Yeah.
It's
Like
Three touchdowns in
Oregon could win 27
I
to
think
3.
Oregon is good, but I don't think they're as good as people think they are. I think
Oregon could win. Oregon could win
I think Oregon
28 to 6, and that's like not even like a blowout, and they'd still cover.
I don't think they will though.
You don't think they will cover?
I don't think James Madison has the scoring capabilities, and I think Oregon will just run over them.
I don't think so.
All right.
All right.
Anything else?
Got our picks locked in.
Any last second things you need to say?
J-Rod for Heisman.
Jacob Rodriguez
J-Rod
for Heisman. Thank you for watching. We'll be back next week.